I love you. Hello, you guys. Welcome. It is me, Danyell, Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. We are going to do tarot and oracle reading for the week. This is going to be for you individually and also some predictions that we have coming up this week, okay? For the collective and for you, okay? So I'm going to start mixing the cards. How is everyone? Oh, start early and subscribe, like, comment, hit that bell. Also, hype me up. If you like this video, go ahead and do that and we'll get started on your reading. Okay, so right now I'm going to pull some cards first. And I'm pulling them and laying them down here. And then I'm going to pull some tarot cards. So we have some oracle cards and then we have some tarot cards, okay? So the first one is Crystal Clear. That is the oracle card here. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this week, for you personally, okay? You need to be very aware of your what comes around goes around kind of energy. That's going to be very crystal clear. This is in the number 40. 40 represents 4, which is stability and foundation. It's going to be ups and downs for you. Your destiny will be very clear this week as well. It also is the card of change, and I think you're going to be very aware what change is happening for you in your life. It represents cycles. Whatever cycle, whatever your destiny is, whatever your fate is, there is going to be awareness for this. This also represents karma. So again, what comes around goes around, and that's going to be very crystal clear for you this week. This card is also representing opportunity and luck. So you're going to see that coming your way this week, and you're going to be very clear of what that means for you. Also too, I want you to know that the 4 symbols in this card are the fixed signs. So there's something that doesn't represent change. I mean, there's something that is fixated on staying the same. It represents Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, and they're in all the elements. So there is something that it represents constant change, which is something that stays the same. So there's some kind of awareness happening for you this week with that. Now, also too, we have love is in the air. This also could represent compassion. Let's see what we have with this. Love is in its air, and we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so love is in the air. When it comes to compassion, when it comes to love, you need to stay grounded. You need to stay focused. You need to stay strong. Do not give up when it comes to love. This could be love of self. This could be love of others. This could be maybe you love someone and now you see that something's fishy, but you need to stay strong. You need to not change in your feelings for them or your feelings for the energy of the for yourself, or the energy of whatever it is. It could be loving your hobby, whatever it is, you have love for it, but it's being challenged and you feel wounded, but you have to stay strong. 9 represents the ending of this. So whatever it is that's causing a challenge is going to start to get better because that represents, okay? Hope is on a horizon. For us, hope on a horizon, we have the Empress. Hope is on a horizon for fertility. If fertility is an issue for you, you will see something. Also, too, this is creativity, not just fertility, giving birth physically to a kid, but also creating something. This is a Venus card, and a Venus card also represents self-care. So hope is on a horizon for as you taking care of yourself and loving yourself, being in nature, also like very feminine energy, self-indulging, shopping, money, what you naturally attract in a positive way. Venus is a benefic planet. So things that positivity is on its way. Okay, so that's what we have for you personally this week. Now, far as the collective this week, we have the fighting spirit, okay? In regarding fighting, let me see. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the economy. There's going to be issues with finances, and far as charity and finances, that's going to be an issue this week. The Queen of Cups also represents someone who is good with money, and they're a female. They could be older and there's issues with their finances. That could be a theme coming up this week, and it could be like a leader, a female leader. You know, the only one I could think of is like Hillary Clinton, someone who is a strong female and there's finances, having an issue with finances as well. The Queen of Pentacles also represents health and even details. Okay, so we have that, and then we have Stormy. Stormy represents a lot of high emotions, a lot of intensity. I think Pluto and Scorpio energy, because you see it's very very dark. Also, too, it looks like they're in bondage, as if they're stuck in a toxic energy. And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so it looks like when it comes to emotions, there's going to be high emotions, a lot of emotions this week. And there's an energy of feeling stuck, energy of feeling imprisoned, a lot of dark energy. God is giving new opportunities when it comes to intuition, when it comes to spirituality. But there's a lot of stirring up of emotions happening, and it's a new start for the collective here. Okay, let's see what we have. What else happening this week? Unconscious games. With unconscious games, there's indecisiveness. Something unconsciously, black and white makes me think of Illuminati when it comes to the checkered board. If you guys know, you know. But this unconscious games, two ways, two decisions, two of swords. It makes me think there's two stories in the headlines. There's two pathways happening, or two decisions, and there is something unconsciously happening. Also, unconscious games when it comes to collective makes me think of brainwashing, or like two thoughts or two ideas or choices that you have, and you can't make a decision. You're stuck. And then we have the water and the moon in this card, and that represents the subconscious, the mind. The swords represents the mind and emotion. So there's a high energy here of like lack of intuition, a lot of emotional energy, secrets. This card just makes me think that there's something corrupt happening this week. Okay. And it could be more of the government. It could be more power officials. But there's something corrupt happening. We have a female and a male. That could be something happening. But they're making it seem like there's options, but there's really no options. Makes me definitely think of brainwashing. But high emotions this week for the collective. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you really like this, please don't forget to comment down below. Put like a purple heart emoji, a red heart emoji if it really if you came back after the week happened, you're like, oh my gosh, Danyell predicted this. Put a red emoji. All right. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.